It is not Tokay to be Tokay. Tokay? Welcome back to Oracle of Ages. Previously, I got robbed by the Tokay. I got all my stuff back. And a few extra things for my efforts. Like sense seeds. And pretty much that's it. Now we have to head on to the dungeon in this area, because that's the whole reason why we came here. The dungeon happens to be through that pot cave that we went through before. And we're gonna have to do it the same exact way. This time a little bit less Octorok in the way. There we go. We gotta go back down here. We don't have any item that lets me, you know, get a pot out of the way and just swim across. No, we gotta do this junk again. I hope the dungeon's a little bit less annoying. I say that knowing full well the dungeon is very annoying. And very long. It's probably gonna take this entire video to get through. Maybe a little bit, few minutes before that, too. But there is a time portal over here. We saw it before. We have Shovel now. Finally, Shovel has returned to the party. We could use it to go to the present. Now, that music does not bode well. That does not bode well at all. Welcome to the eastern side of the island, in the present. There's a few things here. Not much. I mean, we got Crab from Link to the Past. He's there. Those crabs are quite annoying. You also got a fairy. She can heal you if you're hurt. I was not hurt, so she did not heal me. But the only reason why we came over here is because the dungeon's in this area. The center of the island. The guardian of the Tokay. And in case you need to teleport back, there's a teleport place right there. A time portal. But we're heading into the third dungeon. The Moonlit Grotto. This looks kind of a banger. But, it's a very annoying dungeon. Right off the bat, we're gonna have to learn how to bomb blocks. You're gonna need all your stuff that the Tokay stole from you to get through this dungeon. I wonder if there's gonna be, like, something really good as an item. Oh hey, Pole's voice! I have bombs. Bombs are loud. I know something louder, though. Feel the power of hell! The Pole's voice could be destroyed by the power of the Harp of Ages. All you do is play some music at them and they die. And that gets us a map of the area. Yep, that's a moon thing, alright. It's Crescent Island, it's Moonlit Grotto, it has to be moons. No, 2 moons, that's a question that I need to have answered. I'm pretty sure I didn't go this way before. Oh well. I'm pretty sure I did and just forgot. I want to keep my bombs topped up. There's no bombs in those bushes, though. There are Moldorms here, though. You know, just throw the most annoying enemies at you. The ones that can only be hurt by sound, and the ones that move around randomly. Enjoy! Oh, also, the main mechanic of this dungeon. Kinda like Eagle Tower from Link's Awakening. We have to destroy these crystals. And make something happen deeper in the dungeon. They're kinda like the pillars for Eagle Tower. Once we destroy them all, something will happen. Citric will let us know what. The 4 crystals? Tie it all together. We need to destroy 4 crystals. That's part of this dungeon. Also, our good buddy Spinner is back. I'm getting flashbacks to that Egypt level, except this music's a lot less grating and redundant. Oh hey, another crystal! We got things in the way, though. We got bomb blocks, we got statues. Literally, it's very generous with the bushes that may or may not contain bombs, but luckily I have a bomb upgrade. No, that bomb should have worked. There we go. Throw a bomb over here. Let's just push this down, and throw a bomb over there. This one had me stuck for a little bit. And now we can push this block out of the way. That's 2 crystals done! We're almost done this dungeon, right? Oh man, are you so wrong. You are so wrong. You are dreadfully wrong. Heinously wrong, even. You must go back to the spin room. You must spin some more. We gotta find a way to head off to the left. Which, I can't quite remember right now. I didn't get a small key yet. Oh! That room with the crystal in it has another puzzle. I should have been listening to my audio cue. Oh, okay, there wasn't an audio cue. The game was silent at me. No wonder I didn't realize. Yeah, we need to get back in there. I need to be able to access that off-kilter statue that's in the way. Also, that bomb didn't hit me because technically it was still in the air above my head. Link just got, you know, a shockwave. He's deaf now. This is what we need to do. Gotta get that out of there. And we gotta make a square out of this. I'm wondering why it didn't indicate that there was a small key in this room. That's a little strange to me. Usually the game does that for me. Alright, now we got the small key. Now we could go back to the Moldorm room. Give me that good old-fashioned spinning. Now that I have a small key, we can unlock the small key door. Deeper into the hell. We got a followable floor, and not much else. Of course, we could always spin some more, but it'll just take us back to where we belong. We're gonna go down here. Destroy all these enemies! Tektites, Red Zolls, they get destroyed by my sword. Alright, where do I go down from here? I think south is the right way to go. We're gonna be seeing this room a lot. By a lot, I mean at least 3 times. First Moldorm needs to die. Then we head through this door. Yeah, we got some old Poros voice there. Poros Vols. Show them hell! Take that. I could kill them with bombs, but music is a lot more fun. Especially since we are in the worst Hell Temple. It's the Hellier Temple. Speaking of murdering with bombs, now we have to use them. 2 bombs ought to do it. And we gotta head in this direction. We got a switch. We got an Armos Knight in the way. We got a destroyable block. So we gotta kind of prime our shots, as I talked about before. Hit the switch, activate the Armos Knight, and either blow it up or just let it get out of your way. Oh, actually, I do need to blow it up. The game isn't indicating a key again, but there is definitely a key in this room. That Armos Knight is being annoying. Look at that, he just diverts himself as soon as the bomb's coming. Stop it! Man, am I so lucky that I got that bomb upgrade, I gotta say. That wasn't a small key anyway, it was a compass. I should have known. Alright, this area. We were here, but now we're above it. And we gotta do something with these blocks. Now it indicates there's a small key in this room. We must make a rupee out of the box. But that one doesn't seem to want to move. Go up that way. Oh, okay, that counts. Hail, the hero of rupees! Tingle, is this your dungeon? Why do you hate everybody? Alright, where do we go from here? I gotta take a look at my notes because this is a very long and convoluted dungeon. Gotta head from the compass, got the small key. Now we're backtracking, so we can head upstairs. Where was there stairs again? So this entire room, this entire series of rooms... I was right, it is 3 times. The entire series of rooms is just to get you a small key and these stairs. Destroy the 3rd crystal. Watch out, Skeksis, we're coming for you. We're gonna fuse you together with the Mystics and make some kind of weird alien dudes they never ever talk about again, because the sequel is not in the cards. In fact, isn't there like a Fire Emblem game now? With that Dark Crystal stuff going on? Yeah, right? But there's Skeksis in that game that you have to fight and then kill with your Gelflings. According to the lore, that's a bad thing for the Mystics, isn't it? There's something not right there. There's definitely something not right there. Anyway, we did some spin. Now we need to destroy that crystal, but I can't reach it. Also, bombs won't do the trick either, if you're thinking that. You can't just hurl a bomb over there in like a funky way. So Cedric, give us some answers. Stone soldiers do not fear swords. As an indication, hey, you gotta use something else that does damage to beat the Armos Knights. And here's the Armos room. Activate the Armos Knights, then start blowing them up with bombs. Preferably when they're far enough away from you. We're gonna do this again. This is just this 4 times over. One of you at least hit the bomb. Thank you. At least he was a team player. Don't chase after me. Chase after these bombs I'm throwing at you. I wish I could throw multiple bombs. Can you imagine trying to do this with only like 10 bombs in your arsenal? It must have been very aggravating to leave this room constantly. And you have to time your bomb just right, or stuff like that will happen, or you might blow yourself up. I already wasted way more than 10 bombs trying to kill these guys. I didn't even input a direction on that one. Stop it. Ooh, I got a twofer! Okay, that's going in my favor. Now for this guy. I was expecting him to go left. He did not go left. Stupid random number generator. Finally! I used how many bombs? I must have used at least 16 bombs in that room. Ridiculous. Well, that gives us a small key to continue forward. Alright, we got the Armos. Ah, yes, this room! Of course it's a Zelda game, they must throw the tiles at you. The very room has to try and murder you for a little bit. Can't stop me. Even if I had the shield, you won't be able to stop me. My sword hitbox is ridiculous. So yeah, that was the face room. I call it the face room because every time I see that kind of room, I'm reminded of Facade, for some reason. Even though the first time we ran across tiles getting thrown at us in a Game Boy game, I think was Bottle Grotto? And that was the genie. There's bush mimics hiding around in this room, within all the bushes. They're here to ruin your day. They almost killed me once. I think there's 2 lurking right here. Yeah. Trying to be Solid Snake at me. They're dummy thick, so I heard them coming. And I got 30 rupees. Curdle. I don't know what this currency is. Let's move on. Now we have a torch that we can't quite reach, and I'm sure it does something. So what can we do? We can continue exploring, that's what we can do. Destroy the arm mimics, and these guys. And we get the seed shooter! The dungeon item! Pick your seeds, fire, and watch them ricochet. So it's better than the slingshot, it bounces. It's a bounce shot. Sure, you could shoot it straight ahead, but you could also aim your shots and bounce them off the walls. That's going to be very useful. So now that we got the seed shooter, we should continue on. We We got some things to do. I have to head back to the room with Cedric in it. Of course, I could have gone another way. There's a south exit from the bush mimic room. But you know what it does? Sends me through the spinner a couple times again. So instead, I'm just gonna kinda hang out here. If you saw some glitchiness, I accidentally squeezed my controller too hard and hit the fast forward feature on my my special Game Boy Advance that only Chocobos have. It has a controller too. It's ridiculous. Now we just aim our shot. Goodbye, Crystal. Yeah, we destroyed the dungeon! Oh, that's serious damage. I don't think any Flex Seal's gonna fix that up. I wonder what our prize is for doing all that. That's only half the dungeon. It's a chest! With a gacha seed in it! And wait a second. This was the room with the spinner in it. Yes, we crushed a spinner! Take that! That is what you get for being a spinner. I got my revenge. Even scored a gacha seed for the deal. So, we have to head down to the bottom floor, I believe. Into this section again. And we're going to be heading east this time. What was to the north of this area? Oh, I don't need to solve this just yet. This leads to the boss room. I'm not ready for the boss room just yet. We still have things to do. We didn't even fight a mini-boss yet. Why won't you die? More spinner for us, I guess. Heading south. So welcome to this room. We can access more of the basement area now that the spinner is in a different place, his new home. There's not a good way to deal with those guys. We don't really have anything that could take their face armor off, like a hookshot or something. All we got is this. Alright, let's try to aim this. I want it to bounce twice. It's not bouncing twice, it's not bouncing in my favor. That's not it. Bounce that way. Alright, let me just try another angle on this. There we go. I guess it's another gacha seed, though. That's kind of pointless. Time to continue on. Oh, hey, this is the Moldarm room again. I don't want to go to the Moldarm room. I have to get back to the spinner. Also, thanks for the fairy. I didn't even see the fairy there for a second. So we need to use the spinner to go north now. So much spinning. I'm thinking about a streamer that I like to watch. He enjoys the spinning way more than this game does. Destroying P-hats. With what? The seed shooter, that's what. Yeah, I can hit them while they're flying. Just like in Fire Emblem, the flying creatures are weak against ranged objects. To the mini-boss room. I think you're a Mega Man enemy, I think. So he's immune to our sword. Unless we use the mighty shovel! Yeah! That'll show you. And he fail corners himself, too. Well, sometimes. Gee, what a great mini-boss. He couldn't stand the might of Shovel Knight. His spade shall smite. And he doesn't take anybody's shite. No, not he. Only time the shovel ever gets any glory in this game. We're on the other side of that switch room that we didn't want to do just yet. If you're wondering where we are. But we still have puzzles to do. Block is locked by enemies. It's a load-bearing block. Now we could probably move it. You know, for a puzzle game, its puzzles are very annoying, but not really all that difficult. Granted, I did play this game before, and you probably were lost for hours on this dungeon when you initially got it. Alright, I can't get that block out of the way. We do have Key, though. key is important. Where do we get the key from here? We have to head through the shooter room, actually. At the mold arm room, we have to use the spinner again. Oh boy, I just love spinner. What's over here? Sounds important. Sounds like something we're gonna need if we're gonna face this boss. I think that's the big key in that room. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, spinner, do your trick. Kind of having Stockholm Syndrome with this spinner. Get the heck away from me, everybody. I am upset at this dungeon. We've been at it for 20 minutes, even though it feels only like 5. Alright, these things move those little paddles there. You shoot the paddles in the right angle, and you can do trick shots, like Dude Perfect. Watch me set this thing on fire. Also, you can only have one seed on the screen at the time, so you gotta be careful with your shots. Come on, hit that. Obviously, that switch controls the bridges. That pea hut, yeah, the pea hut, where they get all the pea. The pizza. The pea hat was in the way. I'm doing this to get prizes. 20 rupees, I deserve them. I deserve a lot of things in this dungeon. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Ow, it doesn't even dictate what this bridge does anyway. Right, angle it, and shoot it up. Kill the pea hat when they're on the ground. Save your ammo. Even though scent seeds are better for the boss anyway. I just like burning pea hats. Alright, we understand the puzzle by now, thank you. So, I don't have the boss key yet. There's only one reason why we went this way. So we could change the position of the spinner again. Which means we need to go to the spinner one last time. And go the only direction we haven't been in this entire dungeon. Yeah, spin me, daddy. Welcome to this room. So, this room is gonna introduce you to more trick-shotting, using paddles and switches, in case you didn't have enough of that already. Now this one's different. The button changes the position again when you step off it. So what we have to do is step on it, and then shoot through it, when they're in the right position. Which I think is this way. I could get this. I know I could get this. Maybe it's this way. Things aren't working in my favor. There we go. That's the position. I was faffing around with a button, that's why. Alright, we found the boss key! But how are we gonna get back to that room? I don't want to use spinner again. I'm tired of spinner. I could go through the mole room, I think. I'm trying to avoid spinner. I have some contact embarrassment. Yeah, I moved the block out of the way. I can go this way now. Thank goodness. This nightmare is almost over. I'm gonna use Sense Seeds on the boss. Because she can be ridiculously easy if you know what to do. It's actually Link's shadow, it's Dark Link! No, it's just a Shadow Witch. Well, you kinda look like an evil Kakashi now. This is the Shadow Hag. She attacks you with shadows. She also spawns butterflies they can use for ammo refills. Like these right here. But you can't just swing at her when she makes herself vulnerable. You gotta do something else. So my sword is useless here. You have to wait for her to spawn herself. And then you have to bounce a projectile into her face. If you miss your opportunity, you have to deal with another one of these shadow sections again. And these shadows are really fast. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to stay away from the butterflies. And then I'll do some Euphoria stuff on you. Take that. playing dodgeball, except now it's Dodge Seed. Oh, that was close. It just takes a long time for her to do anything. That's the annoying part. Sometimes you could get a double shot. She doesn't get stunned right away. She's almost dead. At least she lasted longer than that drill moldu did. I don't even remember what his name is. I think it's Sub-Terror. Well, he wasn't very terrifying. Actually, substandard, if you ask me. And we got another heart container. Because of that extra heart containers that we got, it looks like we're almost like halfway through this game when we only just finished Dungeon 3. But finally, we get another essence. After a long, harrowing journey, we get a echoing howl? How is that time-related? No, I don't believe you. Now you're just making things up. That has nothing to do with time. That was some kind of Sailor Moon Captain Planet thing going on there. I don't care about hearts. Unless I rip them out of their chest and use them to refill my life. Ah, crap. They got a lot done when I was faffing about on this island. Abby's tower is almost complete. Or don't think you're a massive jerk, which I think is more likely. Even though that tower is looking a little phallic. I'm making a gigantic queen piece! Are the evil guys doing something raunchy over there, Makutree? Be honest. Is this a Minecraft troll? Things are not going so well. The Black Tower is nearing its completion. Everybody's being forced to work. Well, I'm only on Dungeon 3! This game is about time. Slow it down somehow. Now we're gonna have to head northwest of Winna City. I guess, since you asked nicely. So the rolling ridge is finally in the cards. Next time, on Oracle of Ages... Not this dungeon. You know what? I opened it, I might as well close it again. Good night, folks.